Okay, I want to tell you a story about a man. There once was a man who had hit rock bottom, and he was homeless. He was living in his car, and he started to lose his way. He lost his belief and his faith in Jesus, and he was willing to do anything to survive. He was pretty much in survival mode, is what they call it, where he would beg and borrow and steal or whatever. He would sell himself. He would prostitute himself to other men or women or whoever it is he needed to get his food or whatever he needed for that day. Okay. And he really didn't have much talent, and he couldn't really do a lot of things to make a living. So he, right when that all happened, the devil approached him, and then the devil said, look, I can see, you're pretty desperate. I can make you a deal, and I can, make you one of the richest directors in the world. I can give you a studio, one of the only male-owned black African-American studios for making films in America, and I'll plaster your name all over the place. I'll PR you. I'll give you so much money and mansions and connections to celebrities. And he said, well, what do I got to do? He said, well, just sell your soul. So the guy decided to sell his soul, and because he was really desperate and he didn't know what else to do, how he was going to make it, and he always wanted to be rich and famous and well known for something, and he figured he didn't stand for much, so he might as well just do it. So he did it, and he started to just do whatever the devil told him to, which was to disobey the Bible, to promote men wearing women's clothing, and to encourage the breakdown of the family. Basically, that is what happened, and things just crumbled. What if I was to tell you that the story that I just told was about a real person, and that the events and the circumstances that I mentioned allegedly were about a person by the name of Tyler Perry? Would you still feel alright going to pay to see his movies? Would you still fund his mansions and his lifestyle if you knew that he was using it to destruct the black family and to cause men to become feminine and dress as women and to accept the homosexual agenda and to promote homosexuals? Would you still feel good about going and supporting and paying $15-$20 for a movie that most of the proceeds go towards Tyler Perry's mansions and jets and spas or whatever, his designer clothes and his cars, his sports cars? How would you feel about that? If you knew that you were doing that, would you feel proud of yourself? Would you feel that you were helping make a difference? Do you really think that the money that you put into Tyler Perry is really going to come back around and help the black community? Because I don't see it. Because this man is making a mockery of us and going to T.D. Jakes and laying hands on a man who's supposed to be a bishop. Okay, so now he's showing that Hollywood could come into the church now and lays hands on a man of God, supposedly, okay, if he was, and to put the Holy Spirit in this man and release blessings on this man, knowing that he's cursing the church by teaching that homosexuality is right and everything in the Bible that the Bible stands for. You really expect me to believe that this man could just make this whole little plays of him dressing up as this woman, pretending to be a black woman, degrading black women, making us look like we're scoundrels and trolls and women like that? I mean, come on, that can't get a man to love us, and trying to portray this Aunt Jemima image. Okay, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these depressing movies of a Diary of a Black Woman. I'm sick of always showing all the heartache and the depressing stuff and all this crap that he brings out in his portrayal in his stereotypical movies that are just shoved down our throat. Okay, why? Because it's propaganda every day and night. All this man does, and gets paid very well, I must say. Okay, and what does he stand for? He can't even find a woman that can legitimately stand near him, first of all, and pretend to be his girlfriend, because he can't even hire a cover girl who's gonna pretend and act like she, I guess, takes his money. So he goes on and on, I guess, and has this little close relationship with Oprah, which we know she already supposedly has somebody. So what is he trying to say? What, he can't find a woman good enough for him? What, he's too good now? What, Tyler Perry's with the top of the chain, that he can't find a woman that he can stand next to him when they're handing out all these awards for selling out? Yeah, right. You think I believe that?